Hi and welcome to E-ZTutoring. Today we are going to cover how you can express a number in scientific notation. So what you must first do is you must first relocate the decimal. Whenever you write something in scientific notation, you will have a number that is between 1 and 10, and you don't want to include 10, anything less than 10. And we can say it's any number, we'll call it, say, 5.4. And then you will have times 10 to some power. We'll choose a random power, we'll say 5. So like I said, this number always has to be between 1 and 10. So now going back to what I was saying and relocating the decimal, in 502 million, we have the decimal at the end right here. Now you must relocate that decimal to get some number between 1 and 10. So where must we relocate it? We must relocate it right after the 5 so we can get 5.02. That is a number between 1 and 10 that will work for scientific notation. So now the question is, how many spaces must you move to get over here? You must do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have a total of 8 spaces. So now we can start writing this in scientific notation. Our new number with our new decimal is 5.02. And of course, following scientific notation, we do times 10 to some power. Now the question is, what power? So the power is going to be your number of spaces. We just did a total of 8 spaces. So we put an 8 over here. Now sometimes that exponent can be positive or negative depending on what your number is. Here's one way I like to remember it. If you have a big number like this, then your exponent is going to be positive. Positive exponent. Now, if you have a small number, let's say this were some big decimal, right? Some long decimal with lots of zeros in it, then your exponent would be negative. This is the best and the easiest way to memorize it, in my opinion. So now let's go ahead and do this example, and we'll go ahead and do a decimal as well. So the decimal is over here. We must relocate it over here so we can get 4.32, which is a number between 1 and 10. So to relocate it there, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, 4 spaces. So we write our new number, which is 4.32, and we do times 10. And then the power is going to be the number of spaces, which was 4. Now we think, is the exponent positive or negative? Well, this is a big number. It's not a decimal, so we have a positive exponent. So we leave it like that, and that is our answer. Now let's go ahead and do some number. Let's say 0.0000567. So this is a little different now. And right now we are going to be following this rule. For a decimal, we are going to have a negative exponent. So what we do is we first relocate the decimal. Our decimal is right there, but we want our decimal to be here. Why? Because now this reads 5.67, which is a number between 1 and 10. So how do we relocate it there? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So we write our new number, 5.67, times 10 to the power of the number of spaces, which is 5. And now we look at our rule, and our rule says that if we have a decimal, we must have a negative exponent. So this 5 must be negative. And that is how you can express numbers in scientific notation. Hope this made sense. If you guys ever want ACT or SAT help, be sure to visit my website, www.e-ztutoring.com. Thank you guys, and have a good day.